Hello everyone, this is Showtime 100. Hello everyone, 112 The story of the after the so-called Tejas Blitz. German and Italian try to sink in Port Malta HMS Tejas for maintenance. The defender finally has a chance to catch his breath. They even got some reinforcements. By the end of January 19, they have 28 Hurricane, Wind 4 Dual, and 3 Thief European fighter jets. There are also 19 Wellington bombers on the island. Make it powerful offensive. We were in Wheeling reviewed in member-only Dayton bomb attack on Sicily axial air. Even if it is only support, you can also watch this video, other exclusive videos of why these videos can't be seen anywhere else. Nonetheless, German 10th Air Force in Sicily, its Italian allies still harass, especially British military airports. After some losses such as Car on February 42 and the inner frame are and U-88 who made an emergency landing, Axis powers turned to night raids. But that didn't make them completely. Royal Air Force Wind fighter attack on February 8. The 260, led by James McLaughlin, 6 Hurricane fighters. The British captain was on board. A Heinkel was found 1,000 feet, 100, and he mistook it for U-88 and approaching to a distance of 50. Mike Lackland was initially caught by a fire blinks, interrupted the attack, and attack again for a long shot. Observe his target, dragging a smoke trail. German bombers did not catch fire. Wind fighter pilot soon lost his trace. Feel the victory in hand fly. However, the British surveillance department got the crew in hand before Kerr fell into the sea. The last desperate radio call for help. This plane, belonging to the 26th Bomber Wing. The crew survived, but one was injured. In the second attack, McLaughlin hit a U-88. The plane managed to return to Sicily, although Army personnel in Malta saw him fall into the sea. The next day, February 9, 1940, Malta Air Force Command summarizes the results of its fighter jets. Since June 11, 1940, British fighter jets fighting in Malta. Confirmed downing of 63 Axis aircraft, 19 more, possibly shot down, 27 damaged. 36 in the 27 are Italian. But the defenders of we are about to enter a very dark period. Although staying, some Germany Air Force redeployed to north, but other troops also arrived to replace. These include equipped with Messerschmitt Bf 26th Fighter Wing of 900 Team 7th Squadron. This small force that never exceeded 9 planes will be played in the Battle of Malta, role that is very incompatible with its scale. This squadron, not yet led by Joachim Müncheberg. He was previously confirmed to have shot down 23. Most of the pilot is a battle-hardened veteran in battle, accumulated extensive experience against. Before that, Axis forces have always relied on twin-engine 100 or Italian fighter jets to escort the bombers. The arrival of Bf 109 really changed the game. February 19, 12 days, German fighter units in Malta. The first battle is ushered in. That afternoon, the RAF flight team. Radar detected 3 to 4 bombers are approaching at 20,000. The 261st Squadron. John Payne recalled. Flight Captain Gerald Watson. Lead them out to sea and chase the 4Us behind. 88. Payne criticized the appointment, the policy of the highest officers serving as, regardless of their experience. Watson was a Wellington bomber pilot, while waiting for a replacement bomber, temporarily assigned to fly a Hurricane. Little is known about Hurricane fighter and fighter tactics. Payne suspects Junkers may be bait. So he put the engine pushed to maximum power over the bomber, then turned sharply, flank one of them. He saw other 3 pilots, Watson, Bradbury, and Sachs, stay in formation. Suddenly, discover Messerschmitt is diving to attack his flying mate. He shouted a warning on the radio, then shot a U from start to finish. 88 bomber. In a few minutes, despite constant warning, he could only watch the Hurricane. Wind record leader G. Watson makes no evasive movement. Mawson's Hurricane rolls. Fall straight into the sea. He may have been killed on the spot. Pilot David Saxto turns to attacker, but it's useless. His Hurricane fighter jet also fell after catching. He managed to escape and was eventually rescued, parachuting to escape. Bain thinks Bradbury also tried to dodge the attack, but Kim Pickering memory of events is different. Pickering is passing through shattered Cloud City at 1,000, lost contact with when he rushes out of after seeing Brad Glass linebacker on his about 500 yards. Brad keep his radio on fire. Instead of switching back to the receiving, this is a common but dangerous because it keeps him from hearing any call. When Pickering was about to he found one. Messerschmitt Bf 1 dive towards the tail of Bradbury. His loud warning was not heard. He looked helplessly at the German Hurricane battle to Brad. The machine fires a string of bullets and climbs out violently. Bradbury was unaware of the attack. Thought it was an engine problem. Start a slow turn to Lucca Airport. He still thinks the problem is mechanical. So talk to yourself on the radio. His microphone. He managed to glide back to Lucca and land successfully. John Payne claimed, hit a Messerschmitt in battle. and considered a possible victory, although German troops did not record or severely damaged. German officers claim to have shot down. One of them is owned by Joachim Müncheberg, was shot down at 4:41. The other two were by Feldwebel Bellwerner Lieben at 4:45 and shot down at 4. Reconcile these claims with the recollection. It's a little difficult to reconcile their wind fighters were hit almost simultaneously. However, various conflicts over. For the record, this statement is relatively close to the truth. Although damaged and one gunner killed by submarine U-88 attacked, still successfully returned to Sicily. However, MiT fighter jets on the second day, reappeared over Malta on the third day. This hit the hurricane morale of wind fighter pilots. Leading James McLaughlin South 2000. 4 of them were found at a height of until German pilots only noticed when they were about a hurricane fighter. Then they stringed to the right, turned and climbed quickly away from the hurricane. Can only watch helplessly as the Germans escape. Their plane can't work with B-109 performance, especially at that height. This is just the 26th fighter Messerschmitt of the 7th Squadron with the RAF Hurricane, the first battle with the wind over Malta. If you want to know the follow-up story, please tell us. As always, please continue to pay attention to